Hi. So the next stretch I'm going to talk about is the neck and trapezius, or your traps stretch. Once again, it's a highly affected area with just lifting and even sitting down at the computer. So pretty much every activity that we do affects your neck and your shoulders. A lot of people hold their stress there. So it's an important area to keep flexible and to increase your awareness on what's going on over there. Do you feel tightness? Do you feel soreness? Is there numbing? So that is a very important area that I can't emphasize enough. Get massages, ice it down, put heat. So here's the stretch. So there's a couple different ways. Two primarily that I'm going to touch on. One, standing up. A lot of times you can put your hand behind your back, so it helps anchor your shoulder down. And so when the shoulder stays down, and that's very important, then you can start to hold and initiate the stretch, and you'll place the hand on the side of the head. And so as I emphasize in the handout, that you want to make sure that your posture is as upright as possible, as comfortably possible. So if I'm here, I don't want to be rounded while pulling the head sideways and going into the stretch. So I want to be as upright as possible, hand behind, and then applying the stretch. So that's very important. And the second way is, if you have a chair or a bench available, you'll have a seat. Now you'll grab onto the actual bench. So by the action of grabbing the bench, you're now anchoring your shoulder down so it doesn't elevate. So you're able to create more stretch here in the traps and your neck. So you grab, hold so it's anchored, and now you can go ahead and pull and stretch. And with the neck, it's very dynamic. There's a lot of muscles. You have muscles that go sideways and rotate. So I would say emphasize two different ones. One is looking straight forward, bringing the ear to the shoulder, and applying a little bit of pressure. Not too much, just until you start to feel the stretch. Okay? The second one is looking at a 45-degree angle. So you turn your head and then tuck your chin into your chest, and your hand, instead of on the side, will be more toward the rear. So chin, 45 degrees, tuck in. Remember, sitting upright and applying a little pressure. And so that's just going to get an area a little bit more towards the rear rather than the side and the lateral muscles. So that is the trap and neck stretch.